talk about women development, we talk about the impactful living of some women in our society. And those women will come on air to tell other women what they should do in the society, edifying, educating, and telling them that they are enough in their space of time. Now welcome with me Mrs. Victoria Etuk Oladipo, the CEO of Telabella Designs and Fashion Institute, a fashion institute in Abeokuta, where they are making impactful living on younger generation who want to use their talent and skill to develop the society. My guest today will take us through a life journey with a view to educate, edify, and also mold younger generation on what they should do with their lives. My name is Charity James, and I welcome you to today's episode of Women and the Society. You're welcome to the program, Mrs. Oladipo.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're glad to have you on
Thank
Women
you.
and the Society.
Thank
We've
you.
heard about your impact in the society, and we are here to know how you've been doing it and why you started this journey at all. So before we know all of that, let's know who you are. Who is Mrs. Oladipo?
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. Yes, my name is Victoria Oladipo Oluwashim ni Etuk. I am from Akwa Ibom State. I married a Yoruba man, precisely from Ogun State. I badged my BSc from the University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, Ogun State here, and it's been a very beautiful journey after school. Yes, after school, I would say I've been so passionate about business, and I've been so passionate about touching lives, making impact. I think that was what really brought me here. Impact, touching lives. That was what really brought me here.
Okay, we don't want to jump the gun and start from your tertiary institution. Let's go back to your little girl age. What stage did you grow? How was your growing up?
My little girl age, my primary school, right?
Yes.
I went to Alafia Institute, Mokola, Ibadan. But I started from Bodija International School. I moved to Alafia Institute, Mokola in Ibadan. Then I moved to Community Grammar School, Mokola, Ibadan, where I had my SSC. And then I moved to the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta. I studied environmental management and toxicology. It's so long, right? It's a chemistry inclined course that describes the environment. It describes safety of the environment, and it describes toxicology as a whole. So it's all encompassing. It's a basic science course that really drilled us then in school with more of chemistry, and today I can say it was really worth it.
Okay.
It was worth it.
We'll still go to why you moved from the science courses to the art courses.
Okay.
We can call you a designer.
Yeah.
And we can call you creative artist because you should create before you design something.
Yeah.
So, but let's know why you chose that course in school. Was it that there was no other course for you to choose and you went for the available one?
I would say that my father wanted me to do toxicology then, because he believed as an environmentalist you can work in the Ministry of Environment, you can work in the Ministry of this, you can work in the Ministry of that. And I would say that then I didn't really know much. I didn't know what I knew now, because I would have stood for what I really wanted. So when he picked that as a course for me, I didn't just have any choice than to go for it. And come to think of it, afterwards, I now saw that for me to study nutrition and dietetics, for me to study clothing and textile, it wasn't even as hard as studying what I studied in school. It was really, really, the science-based thing. And I would still say that it was really worth it. It was really worth it because it really gave me a very solid foundation that I could tread upon. It was worth it.
So it was daddy's decision.
It was daddy's decision.
For your own decision, what would have you been? What would have you?
I would have loved nutrition and dietetics. I would have loved nutrition and dietetics. Yes, I was a kitchen person. I was a food person. I loved the health aspects. You know, talking about the health aspect of food and all that. I would have loved nutrition and dietetics. That is what I would have gone for than what I did.
Okay, now let's come back to your career now. Why did you switch from being a scientist and environmentalist to becoming a fashion designer?
Oh, thank you very much for that question. I so much love answering that question because it wasn't really a switch. It wasn't a switch. It was that no job was forthcoming in that line. After school, I had to, you know, write applications upon applications, and nothing was forthcoming. And I believed that that actually pushed me to doing what I'm doing now. I had passion for fashion then. I really loved styling. I really loved creativity. I really loved dressing well. And that brought me to this. Those days when my fashion designers would disappoint me and I would feel so bad. And one day my husband just said, don't you think you can do this thing? Don't you think you can sew for yourself? And with the help of God, I started learning. I started going to fashion schools. And today I can say God has really helped me. And I can say again and again that this is the path I had always wanted for my life, because it has opened the door for, you know, touching more lives. It has opened the door for making more impact in the society than what it would have been if I have just sat down in one office like that, doing files on environmental management and toxicology.
That's enough on the environmental.
Okay.
Because the way you're saying it, that means you had a very tough time on that course.
A very tough time.
Very tough time. Now, let's dwell more on your fashion theme.
Okay.
We know that Calabella Designs is all over in Abenta and beyond. And we also know that there are some training institutes that come to you to train their students, and they bring in people. Even the state government and the federal government has been partnering with you. I want to know, how easy is this career or this journey for you? When you started, how was it? Was it that it has been this rosy all along? What has been the challenges? Tell us your success story and some limitations you must have had.
Thank you very much. I would say that I didn't start on a bed of roses. It didn't start so smooth. I started when I had my second baby, and I had to drop my baby in the crèche to go from Abiola to Pancheke every day, and I must get there like 8 a.m. every day. So that means I would have woken up by 4, get the children prepared, set out. Then I didn't have any car. So I was always on bike, on taxis, and it wasn't simple. But I had this at the back of my mind that this is what I wanted to achieve. This is what I wanted to do. And most times when I'm weak and I'm tired, that thing, that passion keeps me going. And the strength was always from God. I really gained strength from God. And after training, I didn't have it in a place. I trained in so many places. I did upgrades in so many places. And I can say that the journey will be 10 years in December. To God be the glory. And I can say that a lot of impact has been made. So far we have graduated over 47, and this month we'll be graduating 10, and we still have like 25 on ground. So that alone for me is fulfillment. It's been a journey that has not been smooth all through, but I would say when I have results, when I see value, when I see testimonials, when I see, you know, especially this time that the government is coming in to partner with us, it gives strength. It gives strength to do more. It tells me that I'm doing well, because sometimes when you are doing things and there's nobody to tell you that this is good, you are doing well, you feel weak and tired. But that gives me strength to move on. That gives me strength to do more and to make more impact. in the life of the youths.
Okay, now let's go back to the lessons.
Okay.
We want our women to draw lessons from what you went through before becoming the CEO, the non-Telavela now. So let's know how you overcame those initial challenges.
It wasn't easy. I would say, I can say that again and again. Caleb was still a baby. I think it was few months. Sometimes I'll drop him with my friend, but one thing about him, he doesn't cry. And they'll carry him away from morning till evening when I returned from my training. It wasn't easy. And there were challenges of, trying to learn a thing, you are not getting it right. The time is up to pick your kids. You have to leave it, get home again after making food, carry that thing again, carry your notes, carry your pattern paper. It was hectic. I work most nights up until like 3 a.m. But my husband is so supportive. He will be the one to stand by me, ginger me, help me to do some things, help me to carry my baby, help me to clean the house sometimes. He made the journey really easy for me. And after that time, when I started my own, attending to customers, at first it was hectic, satisfying everybody at that beginner stage. It wasn't so smooth. There was no staff to work with. My trainees were not that much, funding the project itself. It was really, really cumbersome. But I would say that consistency helped me. Determination helped me. Yeah, setting out my goal and going towards it helped me. Tenacity was there. There is no day you get to my shop then at Idiaba. By 9 o'clock, I am there already. I won't leave until like 6, 7. I'm always available. It wasn't smooth. I could have said, today I'm tired, I'm not going. But when I remember that, what if clients will come today, you won't be there? So those were the things that, kept me going. And I would say they really helped. It was challenging, but with hard work, with determination, we can do a lot. As women, while growing, it won't be smooth. It won't be smooth. I can't say it all. There will be days when you just wake up and you're like, I'm not doing this anymore. But when you look at what you want to achieve, when you look at stories of successful entrepreneurs, when you look at people you feel have gone ahead of you, when you look at how they got there and you look at where you are, you gather strength to do more and you pull through. Just be determined. Just be focused. I tell everybody, the sky is not the limit. Go beyond it. That has been my watchword.
All right, thank you for that inspiration. Now let's know how you juggle your home with your business. You are everywhere. You have a word for what you've been doing.
Yeah.
So tell us how you manage. We know some people will manage home and that will be all. That will be all they are doing in life. So for you, as a full-time fashion designer and a full-time housewife, let me put it that way.
Yeah, full-time housewife, full-time fashion designer.
So how do you juggle this too?
It's not been easy, but there is what I do. I have it planned out. If we feel we want to face work and we neglect the home fronts, there will be problem. What I do is, once it is time for my children to come back from school, whatever I've done from morning till that, maybe 4 p.m., I will face their assignments. We'll do it together. What did you learn in school today? How did it go? I don't understand this one. I will teach them. I get them lesson teachers too. Then, husband. Once it is 6 o'clock, I must go back home and prepare food for husband. He must not come back and say, what happened today? There's no food. I must make sure that once it's 6 o'clock, no matter what I'm doing, I would leave the space for my girls, for my staff to work. Then I go home to settle the home. We don't work on Saturdays. It's because of the home. A lot of people will say, you people don't open on Saturdays. I want to come. I'll tell them, I do not open on Saturday. My staff will rest. My students will rest. I will rest. cook, prepare the home, clean the home, do everything on weekends, and on Monday I'm back to work. So that is how I've been managing both, to make sure that one is not disturbing the other.
Okay. How are you seeing the society morally these days?
Morally, to the society, I've had situations where students come in here, and by God's grace, we've been able to tame them. We've been able to give them value. We've been able to show them that this is the way, this is not the way. If you look at it morally, the society is not really helping. The society is a place where everybody believes this is the norm. This is the norm. Everybody is going this way, so you go that way. No. So anyone that crosses my path, I'll make sure I help them understand that the society, the way it's going, is not the right way. I feel we can do it this way. I believe we can. A lot of times, some parents will come to me and like, Omonye, you have to handle her very well. Please help us handle her very well. And by God's grace, by the time God will help us with that kid, the parents will call and say, how did you do it? You do this one, thank you. You know, God has been helping us. I would say morally, it is going down by the day. It's not, the standard is not what it used to be over the years. Now it is a norm that a boy can stay in the house of a girl and be doing couple's life even without knowing her parents. It is a norm that smoking Igbo, every youth, you have to smoke Igbo to be up there. It is a norm that every teenager, from 13, 14, 15, you must have a boyfriend. All those things are not right. So this is the time they have to sit up and gather up their lives and add value to their lives, go to school if they want to go to school, learn a trade if they have to learn a trade, and when it's time, when the right time comes, everything will fall in place. But no, morally, the society, may God help us. A lot on, I won't say a particular person. No, I won't say we should blame the parents. I won't say we should blame the teachers. I won't say we should blame the government. I won't say we should blame the children. I would say that everybody carries the blame, because from the beginning it was not so. It was not so. This is a society now when we have cross-dressers behaving like women, boys already saying they are women, and there's nothing the society, there's nothing the government is doing to that. There's no law that is binding. So if a child wakes up to see that, and the next morning you wake up, you tell your parents, I'm a girl, I want to be a boy. Nobody is to be blamed. So I feel it is all encompassing. It is everybody that should carry that blame, and it's everybody that should work it out. But it should first be worked out from the home front. Every parent should understand that you have a responsibility over your child. Your child comes home today and tells you this, you know it is wrong. You correct it immediately, discipline the child immediately, if need be. And from the home front, we spread it to the society. That is how it should be. Some women are lagging behind. Some believe in hanging around with friends, going for parties, doing all that more than, those are good things though, but it shouldn't be more than taking care of their children. It shouldn't be more than handling the family front. It shouldn't be more than adding value to yourself as a person so that you can affect your children, because our lives are the books that those children read. We are like a book to them. So anybody that crosses your path as a woman, they should gather value. They should be able to go back home and say, this person, you might not even talk. You might not even talk, but they should be able to say, this person, I've been able to learn this, I've been able to learn this. A lot of people have come here and they have said, we saw this somewhere, we have to come. I have somebody coming from Ikene to learn here, that far. So it's about giving out value. Women should stop the act of just hanging around, staying around. Some women are not even doing anything. How do you wake up in the morning and tie towel up until 1 p.m.? Then you go to your kids' school to pick the kid and come. There is a lot to do. There is a lot of value you can add to yourself. From buying and selling online to physical buying and selling to learning a trade, there is a lot a woman can do to add value. And once you are busy doing that, you won't have time for other negative things. That you can be better than this. You can be better than your parents. The fact that you are not gaining admission now, God has a purpose for it. He wants you to be here to learn this, to add this value, and be a better person. And at the end of the day, God has helped us. So God has really helped us. And I can say that we are graduating excellent students who have a different orientation to what the world out there has. God has really helped us in a way that we can't even imagine. It's all about impact. Like I said, it's not only about fashion. I've made up my mind that anybody that crosses my path, you will learn fashion and you will live a good life. I will help you by God's grace to tutor you, to mentor you that this is the way. Go in it. And we've been having testimonials. On my birthday, I was just crying when I was hearing a lot of them say things that I've said a long time. I just said it. I didn't know this thing affected this particular person, and she came out to say that particular day she wanted to end it. But because I came here to say this, that was the end of that trouble. So I would say God has really helped us. An impact has been made, and we are still trusting God to make more impact.
Okay, as we leave, what is your passion for the society?
My passion for the society is to see the youth change, is to see a better youth, is to see people that are engrossed with the passion to be better, to see people that are longing to do well in life and destiny, to see people that are longing to change the society around them. That's my passion. I want to change all the youth. I want to change everybody. So help me God.
Now let's go to the second segment, which is knowing your favorite. Now we want to go for a short break. When we come back, this is Oladipo will be telling us what our favorite is. That includes our favorite color, attire, food, and some other things she'll allow us to know. Now, we'll start with your favorite food. What is your favorite food?
You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked that my favorite food is amala and ewedu, but it must have gbegiri and then assorted and pomo. That's my favorite food.
Why did you choose that?
I just love it. As a Calabar woman, you would have thought, okay, my best food is amala. Amala dudu, not the white.
Not the mixed dudu.
Not the mixed dudu, the main amala shoe with all those. That's my best food. I love it so much. I love the taste. I love the feel. And I love that it's not too strong that you finish it and you are too full. No, not like fufu. This one is soft and beautiful.
All right. Let's know that your attire. What type of attire do you love wearing? English native?
I love English. I love looking classy. Even to work. Most times I'll just knock my suits. And I love formals. I love English wears. But of course, on Sundays now, we rock native to church. I love English.
What of the color? What of the color?
My best color is pink.
Okay.
I love baby pink. Baby pink. The baby pink is my color that on my wedding, my husband's color too is fuchsia pink. So on my wedding, we did fuchsia pink, baby pink. My best color is pink.
Do you have a reason for picking that?
I just love the fact that it is soft, it is tender, it is beautiful. Anything pink gets my attention. Anything pink, I'll look at it twice. Okay. I just love pink.
Okay. Now let's know if you are the one better. Do you love going to parties?
I love going to parties, though, but not all parties. I love partying, but not like.
You must be there.
I must be there. Most times when I feel this one is not really necessary, I'll sit down in my house. But if I feel this person is special to me, this person is important, once in a while, This year I can say I have gone to 4. From January to August, I have gone to 4 Owambe parties. And yeah.
I would say you are in between.
That is what I'm saying, that I don't go for all. Maybe because of my duties at home, because of my duties here. Most times I stab some. I love partying. Not that I am just, not that I am desperate about that party I must go. No. In as much as I love parties, when I get there, Juju starts playing, I'll stand up and rock it. I'll be fine for the day.
Maybe because you like songs too.
Yeah, I love songs. I love songs. And I love party jollof. Maybe that's why.
All right, as we wrap up, let's know your hobby. Aside, don't mention creating designs. Aside creating designs, aside drawing patterns for clients, what do you do?
I sing. I love singing. I'm passionate about singing. I sing in my choir, and I have a song that I recorded. I write songs. I teach my choir to sing songs. I write songs. I have written like 13 songs so far. I love singing. Aside creativity, aside fashion, I love singing. That's another thing I love doing.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mrs. Victoria Oladipo.
Thank you.
For coming on Women and Society.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
As we run off the program Women and the Society, don't forget that you can be an impact that you want to be, no matter how you start life. No matter what you see in the society, if you want to make that impact, start from the corner of your home. My name remains Charity James, and I will see you again.